Hello, good evening, everyone.
Good evening, sir.
Good evening. So, how many have joined? Girja, Chetan, Deepika, Gaurav, Raghu, Shivu, Umesh, Varun, Prasad. Good evening, everyone. Yeah. So, just give me a second. Let me just share this screen. Okay, hope my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So, good afternoon, everyone. So today's topic for the day for on TallyPrime is multi-currency management, currency management in TallyPrime. So how many of your organization has multiple currencies in place where you do imports exports? Are there any participants who does import or export? Yeah. Okay. So Mulder, Shivu, you are into import or exports also, apart from what the local business that you do. Okay. So generally, the multi-currencies will be applicable when you have either imports or exports or both. So when you are doing an import or export, where you are either procuring the products or services or selling the product or services outside India or outside your base country, then multiple currencies will be required for you to do an accounting. Okay. So today we'll look at how Tally supports multi-currency accounting. Okay, multi-currency adoption of multi-currency and how you could manage your books of accounts. Okay, and let us look at how simplified Tally is being for that. So shall we start today's session? Are there any questions with respect to yesterday's topics? Hope my voice is audible and my screen is visible.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so let's move forward. So while we dwell upon the currency management in Tally, okay, so let us look at the purpose of the training. It's very clear to ensure that all the participants learn TallyPrime and put that into use in their business or in their work to ensure that the duplication of work is eliminated, thereby increasing the efficiency in their work. Okay, so some of the questions: why currency is required? What is base currency? What are additional currency? Why currency is required? Anything that you measure, you should have some basis of measurement. Okay, so money in India is measured in Indian rupees. That is currency. Indian rupees is the currency. Example, if you are in United States of America, the currency is US dollars. That is the base currency. Okay. So anything that you measure, okay, with the financials, it has to be associated with currency. Okay. So currency, without currency, say like example, if you say 100, what is that 100? Is it 100 rupees or $100 or 100 numbers or 100 kgs? What it is? So you need to be very clear when you say 100, you need to say 100 INR, Indian rupees, or 100 reals, okay, or 100 dirhams, or 100 US dollars, or 100 Australian dollars, or 100 euros, 100 pounds. Okay, so based on the geography, based on the country you are in, you will have the local currencies there to manage. Okay, so in Tally, you could set up the currency. Okay, the base currency default it will take as Indian rupees. Now, if you want to change the currency, yes, of course, you can go and change the currency, or you can add the currency, all those things that you do. Hope this is clear. Then, what is base currency and additional currency? So, in India, okay, any business that they manage inside India, according to the Indian law, the base currency should be Indian rupees. Okay, but there are few instances where the base currency might differ. Example, I'll tell you. Let me take an example of Glovis Inc. Okay, Glovis is one of our the customer and the participant who's there. Okay, Glovis Inc. is operating out of India. Okay, so their base currency is Indian rupees. The Glovis Inc. has also set up an office in Singapore, but they do the accounting work in India in their head office. Now, since they have an office in Singapore, they have registered that office in Singapore and they have to maintain in Singapore currency. That should be a separate books of accounts. And they have to maintain in Singapore currency. Though they are operating, their accounts is being maintained in Indian office, they need to have Singapore currency to maintain the books of accounts. Similarly, you find a lot of organizations today, especially in cities like Bangalore, Mumbai, Pune, Chennai, and major cities, where the business will be operated out of multiple countries. So while they operate in multiple countries, most of these businesses, they would have centralized their accounting process in India. So they also require other currencies to manage their outside India operations. I have a lot of our clients itself who have, okay, where they operate out of Dubai, they operate out of Singapore, they operate out of Australia, but they maintain their accounting in India. Okay, so in those cases, also the base currency might change. For Indian operations, the base currency will be Indian rupees. While example for Singapore operations, okay, it will be Singapore currency, or if it's in Australia, it will be Australian dollars. If they are in US, it will be US dollars, and so on. Okay. Then once when you have the base currency, the additional currency is in with which country you are doing your commerce. The example, I have office in Bangalore. I'm procuring a product from Singapore. So my purchase entry is in the other currency basically. Or I'm purchasing from Japan, or I'm purchasing from Europe, where the euros are applicable. So that becomes my alternate currency. While my base currency will be Indian rupees, the alternate currency will be the currency in which country I'm doing the business, where I'm either purchasing or selling my product and services. Okay, so in those cases, you require additional currencies also to be managed. Okay, is that clear? Are there any questions before we move forward? I'll just give 30 seconds time. If there are any questions before we move forward, okay, we can take those questions. Hope it's clear why currencies are required. Okay, what is the base currency and what are additional currencies, and how the base currency and additional currencies are different. Okay, so let's move forward. So the first thing that you need to understand is now when you get into tally, how do you enable additional currencies? Okay, how do you look at the base currency? How do you enable the additional currencies? Then what is the conversion rate? What do you mean by conversion rate? Then how do you do invoicing? Either your purchase or sales in base currency or in different currencies. What is standard buying and selling rate? How does it operate? Then how do you adjust the unadjusted foreign exchange gain or loss? Okay, so let us go through each one of these things. Okay, so now let me just log on to Tally to see how base currencies, sorry, how the currency management can be done in on Tally ERP 9. Sorry, on TallyPrime. I'm sorry. So while I open Tally application, okay, so let me also open an Excel sheet so that we can take some scenarios and dwell upon that. Okay, so I have just opened. Okay, fine. Let me just take the GST training itself, this data itself. Okay, so what I'll do is first thing that you need to know, how do you know which is the base currency? You can just go to company alteration screen. Okay, here it's been mentioned when you create a company, it has been mentioned base currency symbol and formal name. This is your base currency for this data for this company. So anything that you account will be in base currency only. Okay. So currently, when we create a company, there is a base currency. If you select the country as India, the base currency will be India. If you change the country, automatically the base currencies can be changed. Say example, if I change the country to United States of America, okay, so country becomes United States of America, then I can come here and change the base currency. Currently, it's not allowing me because I've already have some transaction in place. So I cannot make any changes to this base currency. Okay, or let me just show you for training purpose. Okay, I'll just create. Okay, so like example, I'm just saying currency demo. Now when I select the country as not applicable, sorry, state as not applicable, country as United States of America, look here, the base currency automatically changed to dollar because I changed the currency as United States of America. Or if I change the if I change the country to United Kingdom, the base currency changed to pound sterling. Or if I change the country to Germany, it has taken European euro. Okay, so based on which country you select, automatically the currency will be picked from that country's base currency. Okay, so like example, if I just say United UAE, it takes dirhams. Okay, hope this is clear. Okay, so I've not saved it. Let me just go back to the company in which we were operating. Okay, so you are clear about the base currency. Now, let me take an example. Okay, first let me take an example of one purchase entry. So I'm importing from United States of America. Okay, easier to comprehend. Okay, so I have a supplier. Okay, by name Ace Inc. is the customer name. He is in USA. Okay, so what am I purchasing from him? I'm purchasing Sony TV. Okay, 100 numbers. I'm importing at USD 2000 per unit. Okay, so this is my scenario. I'm just giving you a scenario. I'm purchasing 100 numbers Sony TV at 2000 rupee, 2000 US dollars per unit. And I'm purchasing this on 1st of July 2021. Okay. And from whom am I purchasing? From Ace Inc. Okay. And I need to pay him in USD only. Okay. So if this is the example, how could I account this in my books of accounts? Because my books of accounts, the base currency is Indian rupees. So what I'll do is, okay, so I'll go step by step. First thing is, I need to create one more currency. I need to go to currency. Okay, by default, the base currency is already available. If I just go to alter and say currency, okay, so rupees is available, dollar I think had taken earlier. Okay, so let me just remove this. Okay, so currently the rupee is available. Okay, so what I'll do is I'm just going and creating one more currency. Create new currency. Yes, I want to create new currency. Okay, so symbol is, I'm just saying USD, formal name US dollar. Okay, ISO currency code. Okay, or I could say symbol itself just as dollar. Okay, number of decimals 2, show amount in millions. Yes, I want to see in millions. Suffix symbols with amount not required. If you want, you could enable this. So it will say dollar. Add space between amount and symbol. Yes, do that. Word representing amount after decimal. See, in India, we call it as paisa. Right? After rupee, it is paisa. But in US, they call it as cents. So we need to define that. Okay, number of decimal points is 2. So I've just created one US dollars. So first thing is you need to create a currency. Okay, so what I've done is I've created one currency by name dollar USD. Okay. Now once when I create the currency, the next step that I can do is go and do a transaction. So I need to also create one Subplayer account. So let me just go to Ledger and say Ace Inc. This one Subplayer, sundry creditors. I require Billwise Details. Okay. State, country, this is not applicable. Country is United States of America. Okay. So here, while I create this, okay, one of the things that we have told is we need to pay only in US dollars. That is what the requirement is. We can't pay in Indian rupees. Okay, it is only US dollar. So I can make this ledger default currency as US dollars, where I could go to more details. Okay, and select currency. Currency of this ledger, either I could have the base Indian rupees or US dollar. Okay, since I'm dealing with this customer with only US dollar, I can change the base currencies to US dollars. Okay, I could give all the required details. Saved. Now, let me just go and make one purchase entry. So, purchase imports, example, I'm just taking the purchase imports, okay, on 1st of July. Supplier invoice number, he has given one invoice and it is Ace Inc. Okay. So it says United States of America. What am I purchasing? Sony TV. To which godown it has come? It has come to example to main location. 100 quantity. At what rate? We had specified here $2,000 per unit. So what I could do is, before entering the rate, I can just enter the currency code, then the rate. So as you specify this, either currency along with prefix with the currency or suffix with the currency, it will automatically pull this value and it says $2 lakh. Now it is asking for exchange rate. What is the exchange rate? Means on 1st of July, I'm purchasing the item. While I need to pay customer in US dollar, since my base currency, my company base currency is in Indian rupees, I need to specify on 1st of July what is the exchange rate. Okay, so like example, the exchange rate, I'll just say 75 per dollar. On 1st of July, the exchange rate for dollar was 75. Okay, so it has taken 2 lakh rupee in the amount because the base currency of ACE is US dollars, and it is also showing you here what is the conversion in Indian rupees. It is 1.5 crores. $2 lakh into 75 rupees is 1.5 crores. Okay. So purchase, see, look here. When it came to purchase, it is accounting in Indian rupees. Okay.
तू मेरा राजा राजा तू मेरी रानी.
Okay, so I've just accounted this 1.5 crores purchase. Okay, so I'll just save this. I've not taken the tax portion. Okay, currently not required. I'll just say for time being purchase entered. Okay, so even in the bottom you could see the complete details of the exchange rates has been specified in the bottom. $2 lakh at 75 rupees is 1.5 crores. Okay. Now I will just print this preview. Look at this. It is just showing in USD itself. It is not showing in Indian rupees. It is not showing anywhere in Indian rupees. Because when I send this invoice to Ace Inc., he will not be okay if I send him an Indian rupee currency, Indian rupee bill. He requires in US dollars only. Okay. So that is how it appears. Hope this is clear. Now, if you also want to see along with the base currency, you could enable this show base and foreign currency for totals. Look here. Now, when you look at this, in the total invoice value, it is showing you $2 lakh at 75 rupee, which is 1.5 crore. Okay, and in INR it is showing 1 crore 50 lakhs. Okay, so based on the need, you could go to configuration and enable, disable the way that you want. If you do not want to show it in Indian rupee, the total is in Indian rupee, you could just disable and print only in US dollars. Hope this is clear. So on 1st of July, I did a purchase entry. I have not paid this money. Okay, example, let me just say, I am making payment on 10th of July, payment to Ace Inc. and I paid 2 lakh USD. Okay, so on 10th of July, the exchange rate was 75 per USD, right? When I make a payment on 10th of July, it has become 80 per USD. So I'm making a payment on 10th of July. Okay. So now on 10th of July, when I'm making a payment, the exchange rate has become 80 rupees. Now let us see how it works in Tally. So I'm just going to the voucher. I'm going to payment entry, changing the date to 10th of July. From HDFC Bank, this is my Indian rupee bank. It is not my foreign currency bank account. It is my Indian rupee bank account. Okay, to whom am I paying? I am paying to Ace Inc. How much I'm paying? See here, it is showing what is the balance payable. It is 1.5 crores. But since I need to pay him in US dollars, I'm just specifying $2 lakhs. In the amount, along with the currency code, I'm specifying the amount. Once when I do that, it is asking me again what is the exchange rate. Okay, it is picking 75 rupees because the last transaction which we did was 75 rupees. After that, there was no other transaction. So it is just picking the same rate. So now I will say it is 80 per dollar. So I'm paying, ending up paying 1.6 crores, not 1.5 crores. Because what I have adjusted is only 2 lakhs dollars. But the day I adjusted it, the dollar price has gone up by 5 rupee. So 5 into 2 lakhs is 10 lakh rupee is my loss on this transaction. Okay, so this is what I'm paying, 2 lakh dollars at 80 rupees. Okay, so how am I paying? Am I paying online or e-fund transfer or check or whatever it is, wire transfer, all these details that you could specify, being bill settled. Now, if I come to the Excel sheet, okay, my base currency is Indian rupee, right? My purchase was 1 crore 50 lakhs. My payment is 1 crore 60 lakhs. So what is my loss? My loss is 1.5 crores minus 1.6 crores. My loss is 10 lakh rupees. Okay, this is loss on foreign exchange. Now, let us look at the reports. What does the different reports show in my Tally? So the first thing is display accounts book, ledger of Ace Inc. So what is the ledger showing me? I made a purchase worth 1.5 crores. I made a payment worth 1.6 crores. And it is automatically showing something called unadjusted foreign gain or loss of 10 lakh rupee credit in Ace Info ledger account, which typically it says that it is an unadjusted foreign gain or loss. It has to be adjusted further. Okay. Now, what is the other ledger which got accounted? Purchase imports. Let us just go and look at purchase import. Did I take to purchase imports or did I just take only to purchases? I just took it only to purchases. So the purchase went to 1.5 crores. So there is no effect on your purchase because the value of the purchase is 1.5 crores. Right? Now, if I look at my profit and loss account, okay, there is no effect on this. Of course, there is a purchase of 1.5 crores which has come over here. Okay, this 1.5 crores has come over here. That is what it is reflecting as 1.66 crores. Okay, but There is no other things. Now, if I get into balance sheet, my balance sheet is showing on the asset side same 10 lakh rupees as unadjusted foreign gain or loss. If it shows on asset side, it is a loss. If it shows on liability side, it is a profit. Same like your P&L account. Okay. See, this is where I have the loss. So Tally is automatically tracking how much gain or loss that you are having. For this to track, the first thing that you need to do is you need to maintain bill-wise details. Otherwise, it cannot track. I'll show you how to maintain the bill-wise details. We had discussed this bill-wise detail initially when we looked at accounts receivables and payables, right? So now let me just go back to party ledger, accounts book, party ledger, Ace Inc. Now look here, bill-wise details, it is disabled. Why it is disabled? Reason being, my base currency is Indian rupees. The party ledger, where I've created the party ledger, that ledger base currency is US dollars. Look here, base currency is US dollars. Since the base currency is US dollars, and the base currency of the party is US dollars, and my company's base currency is Indian rupees, I'm not able to do the proper adjustment. So, bill-wise details is disabled. Hope this is clear. So, it is internally taking the bill-wise details and it is getting adjusted. Now, what should I do to ensure that this 10 lakh rupee is accounted? This is still not accounted. This needs to be accounted because it is showing in your balance sheet as unadjusted foreign exchange gain or loss. This has to be accounted and you need to close this account. So what you need to do is you need to first create one ledger called unadjusted unadjusted gain or loss on foreign exchange. Gain or loss on foreign exchange, and put it under expenses or income, whatever the question is. Okay, GST is not applicable on this ledger. Okay, save this ledger. Now, effectively, accounting wise, what you are supposed to do, you need to debit. So, to which ledgers debit credit should go? So, it should be a journal entry, debiting gain or loss on foreign exchange, crediting. Where the credit should go? Ace Inc. Because that is where you are finding this 10 lakh rupee difference, right? When you go to the ledger of Ace Inc., display accounts book ledger of Ace Inc., this is where 10 lakh rupee credit is there. This is what has to get adjusted. Okay. So for that, you need to pass one journal entry. Okay. Say example on 31st March or on the same date, whichever date you want, you can pass the journal entry. ₹10 lakh, 10 lakh. Okay. So let us look at this. How does this work? Now I'll just go to journal. Okay. Debit gain or loss on foreign exchange amount 10 lakh rupee. Credit Ace Inc. 10 lakh rupee being unadjusted loss. This is loss accounted. Okay. Now Ace Inc. Look here, the 10 lakh rupee which was showing as unadjusted has been moved to gain or loss on foreign exchange. And this is actually a loss. Since it is loss, it will show up in now in your profit and loss account under indirect expense. That is what we have accounted, gain or loss on foreign exchange. Okay, and then if you look at your balance sheet, which was showing on the asset side, is moved out. Hope this is clear. Any questions on this? Okay. So let me take one more scenario for multi-currency. Okay. Scenario 2. Okay. So same, or let me take sales scenario. Okay. Scenario 2, or okay. Purchase is the better one here since you have already seen the purchase entry. Okay. On 15th of July, I am purchasing from Sri Rama Inc. Okay, who is in which country? Australia. Okay, or USA. Let me just take the US itself. It's easier to cross check. Okay, goods worth same Sony TV, 200 numbers at USD 2000 per number. Okay, on 15th, the exchange rate was per USD, it was 85 rupee per USD. Okay, but the Sri Rama Inc. who is there, no, actually his head office of Sri Rama Inc. is in New Delhi, and this is his branch office in New York. Okay, so I'm just giving a different scenario. So what we are doing is, in this business scenario, I'm also purchasing materials from Delhi, where his head office is there. Now for this specific TV which I'm not able to get in India, I'm getting it imported from his branch office in New York. So the base currency of Sri Rama Inc. in my books, base currency is INR, Indian rupees. Okay. Now let us see how this entry we can do and how it will affect our books of accounts. Okay, and again on 25th 7/21, we are making a payment, okay, of 2 lakh USD to Sri Rama Inc. Okay, so let us see the difference between the first scenario and the second scenario, how it works. Okay, since again it's a purchase entry, Sri Rama Inc. His head office is in Delhi. He also has a branch office in New York, and we are purchasing from New York branch office. So first what I'll do is I'll create a ledger called Sri Rama Inc., who is sundry creditors. and his base currency will remain Indian rupees only. I will not change this base currency. I will make it Indian rupees only, and I will say Billwise Details, maintain Billwise Details and enable this Billwise Details. Okay, so not applicable. This is United States of America, PIN code. Sorry. Okay. Or in the given example, sorry, the base, he is in New Delhi, head office in New Delhi. I'm just procuring from branch office. So I'm sorry. I'll just say India. State is India. State is Delhi. Okay. So I'm just saving this. So he's default by Indian supplier. Okay, but I'm procuring from his branch office, right? So I'll do a purchase entry on date is what was the date? 15th of July. Okay, so purchase F9, purchase imports. Okay, supplier invoice number from Sri Rama Inc. Okay, so here I'll just specify country as United States of America. What am I purchasing? Sony TV to main location, 100 quantity, rate has default taken because the last transaction was at 2000 US dollars. Okay, now the exchange rate is 85. Okay, on example on 25th, let me say the exchange rate had become 78 per. Okay. So currently the exchange rate is 85 rupees. I'm just saying 85 per USD. So it has become 1.7 crores. Right? 1.7 crores. It's just taken only $2 lakh. Purchase of 1.7 crores. Purchase bill accounted. Now I'm going back, printing this invoice. Okay, so it says Sri Rama state still takes as Delhi, base state as Delhi, but I have built it in US dollars. Okay, hope this is clear. While for Sri Rama Inc., the base currency still is in Indian rupees only. Okay, so now on this, I will make a payment entry on the date of 25th. 25th of this thing, I'm making a payment entry. HDFC Bank to Sri Rama Inc. See, now it shows Billwise Details. So it is showing the invoice number 15th of July. $2 lakh at 85 rupee per dollar. It is 1.7 crores. Okay, now how much I am paying him? Say example, I am paying him against this bill. I am paying him the full $2 lakh. Now what is the exchange rate? 78 per dollar. So that is the example that we took, 78 per dollar. So when I say 78 per dollar, I'm paying him 1.56 crores, while my purchase was at 1.7 crores. Now the dollar rate has fallen. Since the dollar rate has fallen, I am paying him less for the same value of dollars. Okay. So I'm just saving this. Bills paid. Okay. Now let me just go to display accounts book ledger of Sri Rama Inc. Look here, the purchase value, it is showing in Indian rupees as 1.7 crores. Payment as 1.56 crores. Unadjusted debit of 14 lakhs. Hope this is clear. Okay, now you could also do one more thing. Okay, you could also look at the report in a detailed manner with Billwise details. Okay, and mode of payment details and show foreign forex details also. Now you could look at here, which is showing 1.7 crores. The forex details is $2 lakh at 85 rupees, and payment is $2 lakh at 78 rupees, and the unadjusted foreign exchange gain or loss. This is actually gain. So since it's a gain entry, again you can go and cross check with your purchase register. You will not find any major changes. It's the same purchase, 1.7 crores the purchase. While you go to profit and loss account, okay, it has just got accounted with your purchases, and there is nothing effect on your profit and loss apart from your purchase. But if you go to balance sheet, now it is showing on your liabilities side as 14 lakh rupees, which is actually gain on foreign exchange. So you have gained this. Now you have to account this as your gain and close the records, close this account. So what is the entry that you pass over here? Now for that 14 lakhs, you will pass journal entry debiting party Sri Rama Inc. and crediting gain or loss on foreign exchange of 114 lakhs. Okay, this is the entry that you need to pass. Okay, so while we pass this entry, I don't want to pass this entry currently. Yesterday in the discussion of voucher configuration, okay, I had told you about one point, and I told you that we will discuss this when we look at multi-currency details. What was that? If you look at the one point that we had discussed, it was about voucher class multi-currency adjustment entry. How do we configure voucher class for multi-currency adjustments? So again, you can simplify your data entry, the way you do the data entry, by enabling multi-currency adjustments for your journal entry. So let us see how do we do that. Okay, so now since I'm back here, okay, so I'll do one thing. Let us just go to the alteration of the voucher for journal. Okay, like GST adjustment, what I have specified over here. Okay, I'll specify one more called currency adjustment. Here, use clause for foreign exchange gain or loss. Yes. And which is the ledger for foreign exchange gain or loss? I have gain or loss on foreign exchange. This is the ledger that I want to use. I specified which ledger I want to use for gain or loss on foreign exchange. Okay. Now, after doing that, I'm just going to journal entry and selecting currency adjustment. Okay, so default it has taken currency adjustment. To which party? Sri Rama Inc. Now it is showing Billwise detail. Bill number, bill date, balance is 0 for this bill. But unadjusted is 14 lakhs because your purchase rate was 85, your payment rate was 78. So 7 rupee into 2 lakhs is 14 lakh rupee is your unadjusted gain on foreign exchange. So against this bill, we are adjusting 14 lakhs and closing the transaction. So this has simplified much more because in the earlier, okay, we went and told what should get debit, what should get credit. Here, I have not told any debit or credit because I've set up the voucher class. Okay, sorry. So here, since I'm doing this, I need to say minus 14 lakhs because it's a gain. It's a credit. One second. What happened? Foreign exchange gain or loss. Rama in 14 lakh debit. Difference 28 lakhs. One. Okay. So journal. Okay, this is not applicable. Debit Sri Rama Inc. against this. $14 lakhs. Credit. Gain or loss on foreign exchange 14 lakhs. Adjustment update. Okay. So now if I get into the balance sheet, so this 14 lakhs has been moved out of this and it has got adjusted here in P&L, which has taken as income of 14 lakhs. Sorry, in the foreign exchange gain or loss, it is showing 4 lakhs. Earlier we had 10 lakhs of loss and 14 lakhs of profit. So it is showing net as 4 lakh rupee gain. Is this clear? Any questions on this? Just give me 1 minute. Okay, I'll give you 1 minute time. If you have any questions, either you could come on chat or you can unmute and speak. Okay, looks like there are no questions. No problem. Let us dwell upon this presentation further. So we understood the first point, how do you enable additional currencies? Okay, we looked at what is the conversion rate, how do you update the conversion rate, how do you do the invoicing? It's the same way if you are doing a sale transactions also. You have to just give the currency symbol and the exchange rate. Then there is something called standard buying rate and selling rate. So how does this starts adjusting is on a daily basis. Okay, if you know the currency market, how the currency market works, every day there is a rate, exchange rate, and for that day that exchange rate will be constant when you are buying or selling. Okay, So that rate also you could set up in Tally. Say example, if you just go to currency alteration, say for US dollars, look here, it has automatically updated the rates. On 1st of July, the buying rate was 75. On 10th of July, it was 80. On 15th of July, it was 85. On 25th of July, it is 78. From where it is updating? It is updating from our transaction because we had not updated any buying or selling rate or the standard rate. You could also start updating here on a daily basis so that at the transaction level, you need not worry what rate to be taken. It will automatically take that rate. Say example, I'll just show it to you. So now it's on 25th, it was 78. Say example, I'll just say on 29th of July, okay, the rate specified is 82 per dollar. Specified rate is 82 per dollar on 29th of July. And I'm just saving this. Okay, so now on 29th of July, I'm doing a purchase entry. So for main location, I'll just say 10 numbers. Look here, what is the exchange rate it has taken? 82 per dollar. From where this 82 got picked? It has picked from the specified rate in the rate column for your purchase, for your buying rate. So if you are very clear what is the buying rate and what is the selling rate, and this can be just downloaded from the website, you could just go to the RBI website and download every day's buying and selling rate. And you could just update that in Tally so that your data entry operator need not worry what is the rate we need to take. It will automatically pick from your masters where you are fetching the rates on a daily basis. Okay, so here it has automatically taken 82. We have not specified anything. Okay, so the system itself has automatically taken. Similarly, you could also update the selling rates also. While the selling rate is blank, because it is blank, I have not updated any sales transaction, so my selling rate is blank. Okay, if I give any rates here, it will automatically pick from these rates, and at the transaction level, if you want, you can change it. See, look here, on 29th, again, that last voucher rate, it has picked from the voucher and it has specified as 82. While we had specified only, given only the specified rate. So like this, you could have any number of currency and still manage your books of accounts. Okay, so while you are doing this, say example now tomorrow, okay, this suppliers will ask for a ledger statement. So how do you get this ledger statement? Say example, I'll just go async. Okay, now everything is in my Indian rupee because my ledger what I'm maintaining, my books is in Indian rupee. So when I go to the party ledger also, it will just show in Indian rupee. But now the supplier wants in this currency, right? So what I could do is when I can change this currency details. Okay, so narration, detailed, forex, yes. Okay, so now it is showing in the forex report. Okay, I could click on exception, sorry, yeah, exceptional reports and say forex gain or loss. No, this is not the one. Okay, I could also update. One second. Async was in US dollars, right? Okay. So now I could just click on configure. One second. Change view. Details. Okay. This I'll revert back to you. There is an option where you can actually take it to the foreign exchange if you have updated the ledger in the foreign exchange details. Okay, that I'll revert back to you. Let me just check and I'll revert back to you on that. Show base currency. Search. Okay. So I'll revert back to you. Okay. How we could take into the multiple the other currency reports. Okay. So this is how you can actually maintain your multiple currency. So we also saw the standard buying and selling rate, adjusting the unadjusted foreign exchange gain or loss, that also we saw. Okay. So this is how you can maintain in multi-currency. So are there any questions with respect to multi-currency? What we saw today? Similar way it operates for the sales also. For any transaction, sales or journal entry, whatever it is. Okay, it operates in this similar way. So if there are any questions I would like to take, else I'm through with this presentation for the day. Okay. So we could further connect on Thursday. Tomorrow we are not having the training session. Okay, so we will cover up tomorrow's session on coming Saturday. Hope everyone is okay with it. Coming Saturday.
Is there any options to change it, sir?
Change what?
Change to continue on the further one more day?
Extend it by one more day.
Yeah.
Extension I would not prefer.
Okay.
Okay, because it's already 4 weeks has got completed and it's 4 more weeks to go. If not to this Saturday, we can have it on next Saturday. That's left to you based on the feedbacks that you people give. Okay.
I'm okay for next because this week we have a couple of things to run up. That's the reason. But I don't know what is the rest of the people because at the end of the day we also have a video. So it's all depends on how many of them who are looking for.
Yeah.
I'm
So,
comfortable either way.
see, I'm okay with this Saturday or next Saturday. That should not be a problem. Okay, based on all your comforts, you can get back to me. Okay, so either this Saturday or next Saturday. Okay, but I would not prefer to extend this beyond 8 weeks.
Okay.
Okay.
Thank you.
Okay, sure. So if there are no questions, thank you. Okay, so we'll again connect on Thursday. I'll be there on the call for next 2 minutes. If anyone has any questions, we can take it up.
ಸರ್ ಶಿವು
ಹೇಳಿ ಶಿವು.
ಸರ್ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಇದು ನಾವು ಅನ್ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಎಲ್ಲ ನಾವು ಪರ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಲ್ಲ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ಲಿ ಹಾಕ್ಬೇಕಾ ಸರ್? ಸೇಮ್ ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸ್ ನಮ್ಗೆ ಆಕ್ಚುಲಿ ಸೇಮ್ ಕಸ್ಟಮರ್ ಇಂದ 2 to 3 ಇನ್ವಾಯ್ಸಸ್ ಬರ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ಸೊ 2 to 3 ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ನಡೀತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್. ಅದು ಪರ್ ಮಂತ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ಸ್ ಹಾಕಿದ್ರೆ ನಡೆಯುತ್ತೆ ಇಲ್ಲ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದ್ರಲ್ಲಿ ಪ್ರಾಫಿಟ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಲಾಸ್ ಇರುತ್ತೆ, ಎರಡು ಮಿಕ್ಸ್ ಆಗಿರುತ್ತಲ್ಲ ಸರ್?
ಸರ್, ಇದು ನೀವು ನಂಬರ್ ಆಫ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಎಷ್ಟು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರಾ ಅನ್ನೋದು ಲೆಕ್ಕಕ್ಕೆ ಬರಲ್ಲ. ನೀವು ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಿಲ್ ವೈಸ್ಗೂ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬೇಕಾಗತ್ತೆ.
ಅದು ಪ್ರತಿ ಬಿಲ್ಸ್ಗೂ ಅನ್ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟೆಡ್ ಅಕೌಂಟ್ ಅಂತ.
ಹೌದೌದು, ನೀವು ಒಂದೇ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ 4 ಬಿಲ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡ್ಕೋಬಹುದು, ಅಥವಾ 4 ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಹಾಕ್ಬೋದು.
ಓಕೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಫೋರ್ ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ಅದು ಮಾಡ್ಕೊಳ್ಬಹುದು.
ಡಿಫ್ರೆಂಟ್ ಪಾರ್ಟೀಸ್ ಇದ್ರೆ ನೀವು ಸಪರೇಟ್ ಎಂಟ್ರೀಸ್ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು.
ಓಕೆ
ಅಥವಾ ಒಂದೇ ಪಾರ್ಟಿಗೆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಇದೆ ಅಂತ ಇಟ್ಕೊಳ್ಳಿ.
ಓಕೆ
ಆ ಮಲ್ಟಿಪಲ್ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್ ಒಂದೇ ಒಂದು ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು
ಓಕೆ
ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಕ್ಕೆ.
ಬಟ್ ಸೇಮ್ ಡೇ ಆಗಿರ್ಬೇಕು ಅದೆಲ್ಲ ಟ್ರಾನ್ಸಾಕ್ಷನ್?
ಏನಿಲ್ಲ, ಎನಿ ಡೇ ಆಫ್ಟರ್ ದಟ್ ಆದ್ರೂ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು, ಅವತ್ತೇ ಆಗ್ಬೇಕು ಅಂತ ಏನಿಲ್ಲ.
ಓಕೆ
ಎಕ್ಸಾಂಪಲ್ ನೀವು 10th of July ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಮಾಡಿದೀರಾ,
ಹಾಂ ಸರ್.
ನೀವು 10th of July ಆದ್ಮೇಲೆ ಯಾವತ್ ಬೇಕಾದ್ರೂ ಎಂಟ್ರಿ ಹಾಕೋಬಹುದು ಬಿಫೋರ್ 31st March.
ಬಿಫೋರ್ 31st March ಮೀನ್ಸ್
ಹೌದು.
ಓಕೆ. ಅದು ಅಕಸ್ಮಾತ್ ಆಗಿ ಬಿಯಾಂಡ್ 31st March ಆಯ್ತು ಅಂದ್ರೆ ಮೀನ್ಸ್ ಅದು ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾ ಇರುತ್ತೆ.
ಎಫೆಕ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. ನೀವು ಅದನ್ನ ಅಡ್ಜಸ್ಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದಂಗ ನಿಮ್ ಬ್ಯಾಲೆನ್ಸ್ ಶೀಟ್ ಅಲ್ಲಿ ತೋರಿಸ್ತಾನೆ ಇರುತ್ತೆ. Unadjusted foreign exchange gain or loss.
ಓಕೆ ಸರ್.
Yeah.
ಥ್ಯಾಂಕ್ ಯು ಸರ್.
Sure. Okay. Okay, so if there are no questions, thank you. I'm ending this meeting. We'll again connect on Thursday.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.